I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a linen closet makeover that I'm so excited for because it's a DIY. We're going to Home Depot. We're doing everything spur of the moment, and I love how it all came out. It was super affordable, and now my closet is beautiful. So here are all of the befores. I'm also going to be doing my vanity and just cleaning everything out. Not only am I making it beautiful, I'm making it functional and just giving myself the extra time in the morning to get ready and not have to search for things, and decluttering a ton as well. So I also made a DIY for the girls' linen closet as well, but that will actually be in my Get It All Done video on Tuesday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So after watching a million YouTube videos, I figured out how to just take a wire shelf out and bring this with me to Home Depot to cut some wood for me. I'll show you everything, including costs and receipts and all of that. If I can do this, you can do this as well. So the entire sheet for both closets was only $33. They cut it for me based on this wire shelving. They just put it right up to the wood and did the cuts for me. We did have to do some extra cuts ourselves because they're only allowed to do one cut. But it was so easy because this is like a thinner type of wood, and you see everything is really affordable, minus that we had to buy one piece of equipment that you saw up top, that larger priced item. That was actually a nail gun, but we wanted that because we're going to be doing the girls' room ourselves, and we have lots of projects planned around the house. Chris already had this saw, but it might look intimidating, but it was a very easy, inexpensive project. I also just want to inspire you guys because everyone at Home Depot even said that you'd be able to cut through this with an EXACTO knife or with a razor, so you don't need this big fancy saw. It's a thin piece of wood, but it did the job and it made everything look very beautiful. So stay tuned to see the final result. Next, we are cutting these 1x2s. They're like $5 a piece. Again, super affordable and easy, and they make such a big difference. This is going to be the lip of our shelf here, as you can see, and the stain was very inexpensive as well. I was proud of myself because I found a stain that really matched this. I think the color was called Ebony. But again, it just came out so beautiful without having to hire somebody or spend a ton of money. A very, very simple thing made our home look even more beautiful. So while Chris is doing that, I'm just emptying out our closets. And ladies, you can totally do this by yourself, but I had to let Chris play with his tools because it makes him feel manly and cool. So while he's doing that, I am just cleaning out the closet. Alright, now that the linen closet is cleaned out, I'm just cleaning out my vanity. This is one of those spots where you just kind of like throw things and forget about it. Doesn't really bother you that much, although you spend time on other places in your home that you organize. This was a relief to organize. I will say I decluttered so much. If you ever have like beauty products that are not expired or anything like that, you can donate it to a local women's shelter. But what I wound up doing was just giving most of it to my mom and my sisters, and then anything that they didn't want, I will donate. So that's just always like my go-to. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I always donate to my family first, and then after that I donate to different shelters and things like that. But you see, I have way too much stuff here. Nobody needs this much stuff between both my vanity and my linen closet. I actually just started getting regular like micro needling and facial, so I've been using the products that they recommend. So that just gives me a chance to declutter a ton because I don't need any other skincare products, and I have good stuff I know that my mom and my sisters could use. However, I won't be using it. Also, companies, I am blessed enough that companies send me stuff to try, but I just don't need them. So anyway, I decluttered a ton. Now I am staining, and I will just admit this about myself. Most people that do DIYs will take their time and do things so beautifully, but I am just a person that I rush through everything. I can't help it. I finish a meal in 3 minutes. I am just like somebody that rushes through everything. I can't help it. That's just who I am. But I still think everything came out really good. I'm just staining this piece right here, the 1x2, and wiping it off. It didn't take long at all, but I did thoroughly enjoy doing it. I just can't help that I do things really fast. So a little background for those of you who are new here. I was a neonatal intensive care unit nurse for a couple of years, and I really enjoyed being a nurse, but then when I had my own kids, I lost all my love of nursing and just wanted to be home, and luckily my YouTube channel allowed me to do that. Before becoming a nurse, I was a major in art, and I wanted to be an art school teacher, so somewhere in between that, I just fell in love with DIY. So I feel like besides cleaning and cooking and all of the mom life stuff, DIYs really have my heart as well.
You're the antidote, losing sleep, I'm in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived.
Okay, so you can learn from my mistakes here. You see there's a tiny bit of wire still showing in the back. I didn't really account for the lip, but it's fine. It still looks beautiful. Just give yourself some extra space, I guess I would say. At first I was really hard on myself about it, but I'm like, you know what? When you see the end product here, it looks absolutely stunning. And the fact that we just did it in such an affordable way and did it ourselves, I was just really proud. And now I can speak to this because it's been a while now since I've done these. Having everything organized the way that I've done it has saved me so much time during my morning and evening routines with skincare and just all of it. So I'm trying to show you in the back here and be real that this wasn't perfect, but we didn't account for this big plastic part right here, so that's kind of what screwed us up. But yeah, you can account for that in your own, but it still does look really good. You know that I use these little Tina Turners. We're not calling it Lazy Susan because, you know, Susan is tired, but she's not lazy. These are from Amazon. They come in 2 in a pack, and I use them for everything organization. These glass jars I've had for a very long time from Target. I just absolutely love how everything came out. So I'm just refilling everything and organizing. Next, I am putting in these wicker baskets. They are perfect for linen closets to put any extra products you have or anything like that. I've had these since our old house, and they still continue to work out perfectly in our new home.
If only you could see. Don't you know that you're beautiful? Just the way you are, just the way you came. Don't you know that you're beautiful? No matter what the scars, no matter what they say, and we'll shout it out louder, prouder. Ain't no one gonna hold us down, 'cause you know that we're beautiful.
So with these Tina Turners on top, I decided I wanted to make Cricut labels for them, so I'm making one. You'll see later I'm labeling this one Flow. I'm filling it with tampons and pads, and then I'm also going to do body and face, and it just works out really great. Obviously, if you have eyes, you don't really need to label clear containers, but I just like it because it's extra and it looks good.
Much stronger than they will ever be. Don't you know that you're beautiful, just the way you are, just the way you came. Don't you know that you're beautiful, no matter what the scars, no matter what they say, and we'll shout it out louder, prouder. Ain't no one gonna hold us down, 'cause you know that we're beautiful, just the way we are. We're beautiful. So don't go changing. You're perfect as you are, just the way you are. Keep on shining. You're perfect as you are, just the way you are. Don't you know that you're beautiful, just the way you are, just the way you came. Don't you know that you're beautiful, no matter what the scars, no matter what they say, and we'll shout it out louder, prouder. Ain't no one gonna hold us down, 'cause you know that we're beautiful, just the way we are, just the way you are, oh, just the way you are.
Alright, so that little pink caddy you see to the left is just full of kids products that I have for when I take a bath in my bathroom. And then we have like teeth things and then some essential oils that I love for my diffuser in the bathroom. And then here I just have some roll-ons that I use on the daily, and then some chapsticks. So again, super happy with how this came out, and I'm calling it a night for this one. Then I pick it back up in the next morning with some labels and some fresh towels. Now that I'm putting the linen closet on hold for the evening, I just cannot go to bed even though it's very late with stuff everywhere all over my bathroom. So I'm just starting out by vacuuming everything up and wiping everything down and decluttering a ton and making everything make sense. I'm going to have the makeup that I use on a daily basis in a drawer, and the stuff that's like a little bit extra from when we're going out or something like that in another drawer. And then as you saw, I had like the face and body stuff in the linen closet, and then just toothbrushes and just everything making perfect sense and never really having to look for anything, since I have about 5 minutes to get ready every single day. So before I went to bed this evening, I just went downstairs and printed out my Cricut labels for the next morning.
Was just so pretty, pretty enough to almost make me blind. Still denying everything you told me. I'll repeat it in my mind. All our memories goes on and on, flashing up like disco lights on and on. The dance floor where I met you, I dance all alone. Nothing left to prove.
So now that my labels are done, I'm just finishing up everything in my actual vanity, and then I'll pick it back up the next morning and finish out labeling the linen closet, as well as putting some fresh towels in there. Now that everything is refilled in there, I told myself I was going to go to bed, but then I just couldn't. I am washing my makeup sponges and my brushes. I did declutter some of them as well, and I honestly felt like while I was washing my makeup sponges, like, why don't you just order some $2 sponges from Amazon instead of all of this? Because I felt like when I washed them, it was just kind of pushing the foundation and the concealer to the surface, and I couldn't fully wash them. So this black sponge that you see here is actually my favorite sponge, and it was the cheapest one on Amazon compared to the other sponges that I had.
sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different.
Alright, now that that is finally done, it did feel like a task. I don't know if it's because I was tired. You see I'm in my PJs, got the kids down to bed. I'm so ready to be done. But again, I just didn't want to wake up to a messy bathroom and start my day off wrong. But I've had, you've probably seen if you've been here for a while, this makeup brush dryer that Sigma sent me years ago. I still use it when I wash my makeup brushes and sponges, and I definitely don't do it enough. How often do you do yours?
Conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby, I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, you're undying.
Okay, finally those are all done. I'm still just using whatever containers I originally had. Just kind of putting different things in them and washing them out, making sure they're nice and clean. So this one is for lip gloss. As you can see, I clearly love the butter glosses, and I also love this other gloss. Why can't I think of the name of it? I'll link it in my description box below. But there's two lip glosses that I absolutely adore, and that is the butter glosses, and then these bigger glosses that I honestly just can't remember the name of them right now.
Someone hurt your feelings not that long ago, and every bit of you couldn't face the truth that maybe you're just not that nice and humble kind. That would be a lie.
Also, if you ever want these really cute acrylic cases, they are from TJ Maxx. They have the pink on the bottom, and they're just really pretty. But this drawer that I'm working on right now is obviously like excessive amounts of lip gloss, but everything else I use on the daily, so when I go in there, I know it's everything that I'm looking for. I'm putting my blow dryer in here instead of underneath, and now we are on day 2. I'm just taking out all of my brushes and putting those away now that they are nice and dry.
Here he goes, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes, with his humble act and everlasting ego. She's putting all of her cards.
Alright, and I'm finally putting my labels on. I love how this all came out. And like I said, it's clear, obviously, you know what's in there, but there's just something better about having it labeled. I was so tempted to like do my pantry and everything, but I'm like, nah, you don't really need to. You can clearly see there's pretzels inside of the pretzel clear container, but for some reason, like having the hair, body, and face labels just personally makes me feel like I have my life together.
Forever wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better.
Oh, and we can't forget Flo. I know it's so silly, but it makes me laugh every time I look at it, so Flo was totally worth it. Okay, honest feedback here. I grabbed some new towels from Target Drive Up, and I was really excited. They're Room Essentials gray towels. They definitely feel like cardboard. I'm hoping they get softer over time, but they're very inexpensive, and I think I need to buy some better towels. However, they're perfect for the time being, but maybe do a little bit better than the Room Essentials because they do just feel like really dry.
She leaves her safe space, wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better?
I am so unbelievably happy with how this came out. This is one of those things that I truly didn't plan. I just woke up and I saw a YouTube video and I was like, okay, if this girl can do it, I can do it. It's going to be so beautiful. Chris told me that it was crazy, that it would take a long time and maybe we should wait and figure it all out. And I was like, babe, I just really want to do it right now. And he's like, all right, let's do it. And I'm really, again, super happy with how it came out. It's the same exact thought process and conversation as we had with the boys' room when we did the feature wall. And again, very happy with all that, how it came out. If you wait for it to be perfect, in my opinion, it will never happen. So this just is just beautiful to me, affordable, and just makes me feel like I want to leave my linen closet door open because of how nice it looks. But even more than look wise, it just makes my life easier because I know where everything is at, and it makes getting ready incredibly easy. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and you can totally do this too. Also be sure to tune in on Tuesday. We are doing some April planning and all of the things in a Get It All Done video.